It
And
is
we're
2 o'clock.
live.
Oh,
What's
it
oh,
is 2 o'clock
it is
on
2 o'clock.
Monday.
This is the first time that we hit it right on 2 o'clock.
Shh, don't tell on us.
Hey, I'm just excited that we did it.
Yes, me too.
That's
Hi.
awesome. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Before we get into it, like last week, do you actually want to tell people what we're doing?
Yeah. So I'm Ashley. This is Chris. We are real estate agents here in Dripping Springs, and we are community enthusiasts first and foremost. So we hang out every Monday at 2 o'clock, and we chit chat about what's going on around town. As always, if you have questions or curiosities, post them in the comments. And honestly, if you just want to have a dialogue, you can
Yeah,
post in the comments too.
that's it. Can I
And
tell on you because you've got like this little um, 1 a.m. Radio host thing going with your voice right now? So I think everybody should know that you actually just woke up from a nap.
I did. I did.
And I wouldn't have said anything, but you've just got this really mild vibe, like that 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Radio host. That's a
Delilah.
Yeah, that's it. Do do they are radio hosts even a thing anymore? I don't listen to the
Yeah,
radio. Okay,
yeah, definitely. Well, okay. So Halloween's over, so we can talk about
Halloween's
Christmas,
over.
right?
No, God. And the funny thing is, my wife's laughing about it. We had because my wife actually today is the first day that kids are back in AISD. Like
Oh,
kids in the classroom that they're teaching. They had kids, but they were doing these ships, and so she wasn't really exposed to them. But anyway, today was the first day that they're back in classroom, and I guess rotating through the classes too. And as a result of that, we had Thanksgiving with her family early. We had Thanksgiving on Friday. And
okay.
so my wife was joking because my sister-in-law loves putting up her Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving or the weekend after Thanksgiving. So she was giving her crap to see if she was actually putting her Christmas tree up this year before November or at the beginning of November. So anyway,
Oh, we have a few rules in my house. So actually at church every week they've been doing polls to really show us that you can vote differently, but you can love your neighbor, which I
yeah,
think is just a beautiful exercise. So yesterday's poll was 4th of July
sparkling
versus
water.
versus
Sorry.
um, Thanksgiving. And I live in a house divided. Like I live for 4th of July. I love fireworks. I
Okay.
love that you're going to be outside in the sun, hopefully in a in a body of water. But my husband's favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. He loves Thanksgiving. Ergo, I'm not allowed to decorate until the day after Thanksgiving, and that's okay
Good.
too. But the
Sure.
reason I mentioned it's okay to talk about Christmas is I notice every year I start listening to the radio more. Well, if I have the radio,
Uh,
it's always on Spirit because it's calming and it makes me feel good. And um, typically, though, this time of year, eventually, sometime in the next month, stations will start playing Christmas music.
do
And
they
that
do that before Thanksgiving? Like, I don't really listen to the radio, so do they actually do it before Thanksgiving?
I think they do. But
Uh,
I'll go do some internet research and I will
okay.
update in the comments. But I'm almost positive it happens like maybe a week or so before Thanksgiving.
All
But
right.
shoot, dude, it's 2020. Like all bets are off.
I was about to say we can just keep playing Halloween music even though it's after Halloween and bring back some Easter Bunny music and what it doesn't matter. Let's just go. Just play the music. Um, that's interesting. You know what? I don't know that I have a favorite holiday. I know Erica's is Thanksgiving by a long shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that I really have one. I dig them all. I just like holidays. Getting together with family and friends or whatever. Taking a day off of work because nobody calls a realtor on a holiday, do they?
I think that's like the only days we're called.
Yeah, it really is.
But to be fair, every day is National Something Day. So
That's
like
right.
technically every day is some sort of holiday.
I really should do a better job of paying attention to the just odd ones, the insignificant ones that are there's five of them on a given day, and just pick the most obscure one and celebrate it. That would be fun. I just can't plan ahead that far.
National Queso Day is very important.
When is Queso Day?
Shoot, dude, I don't know. I
Oh,
think
okay.
Friday just happened though, like semi recently.
Okay. Because I
Um,
know it seems like every month there's at least three different national beer days, like beer drinking day and brewery day and IPA day, and I'm sure stout days coming up. So,
oh
you
gosh,
know,
that is
that's,
so in your wheelhouse and
oh,
well
yeah.
outside of mine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, anyway, speaking of Halloween, you guys dressed up and took part in a Halloween costume contest.
We did, and it was so much fun. So my husband was a Ghostbuster, and I was Dana slash Zool,
Yes.
and I had really big curly '80s hair, and it was so fun. Oh my gosh, it
If
was
y'all
so
didn't see the
fun.
pictures on Facebook, go to her Facebook page and check it out. It's pretty awesome.
It was super fun. And actually, on that note, like huge shout out to my girl in town, Katie McDonald over at Rustic Roots. I had a hair appointment coincidentally on Friday, so
Oh,
I told her what my costume was, and she got out a curling iron that was about the size of a pencil,
oh
and
my
it
God.
took like an hour for her to curl through my hair. Um, I washed it today. That's why I look so fabulous.
Yes.
It only took a half a bottle of conditioner and all the hot water in the water tank to get it out.
Get the curls out.
Well, the tangles, because
Oh,
with
I got you.
curly tangles, you probably don't have to deal with those issues, huh?
Not so much. I don't. I really don't.
But I just love Katie. I've been going to her since our kiddos were in kindergarten, so like almost 5 years now, and she always keeps me fresh and fabulous, and oh, she's just amazing. So shout out to you.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Um, I'm on a repeat shirt today, so I'll talk about it, guys. Torchies, they're big. If you hadn't heard me talk about them before, they're big in trying to take care of the community and donating their time and tacos and chips and everything else. They've helped me out twice now with the high school. So we're on repeats because unfortunately last week I was not able to go track down a new business to get a shirt from. So we're on repeat this week.
I think that's okay.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. But I like to.
But
People are
don't
like,
be
"Oh, he's
talking
wearing
about
torchies again."
dude.
What?
Like, get it together.
I know it's terrible.
I have some wares to share this week.
Come on with it.
All right. I am now the proud owner of some dripping spring shoes.
Shoes.
Shoes. Let's see.
What?
Yeah, look closely. That says DSTX.
Where did you find those?
Dripping Springs, Starry Night. Aren't these the cutest things ever?
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Thank you. So these are from Cimi Shine, Cimi Shine. You can find them I found them on Instagram. That's where I found them. And I want to say it was like a month or a month and a half ago, she released these shoes. And I was like, oh, I have to have them. But you had to order them because who the heck has a big old stock of like
Right.
spring shoes? So these are my new shoes. And I think they are so cute. And I don't know if they remind me of like cheer shoes in high school or Luby's lunch lady shoes. I'm not sure yet, but they're really comfortable. That's what I'm driving at here.
To me,
They're
they look a little more like Converse, like low top
yeah,
Chuck Taylors.
kind of.
Yeah.
They're a little
Yeah.
bit wider, which is good because I have a wide feet. Now the whole town knows. Um,
So, Cimi Shine, she's an online vendor.
online vendor, and then has some wares on Mercer Street somewhere. Let me
Oh,
look it up.
okay.
I should
That's
have
cool.
I should have known this
You
before.
weren't prepared.
I'm kind of prepared. I'm
Okay,
semi.
yeah, you are. You had your shoes with you.
Yeah. Simishine.com. And oh, okay. You can buy them on Mercer Street. Oh, duh. At Mercer Street Art.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, duh, I knew that. But you can get that print on like pillows and tea towels. I don't know if it's the same artist, so if I'm busted here, oh Kathy, I apologize, but I want to say it was the same artist that did the mural in Austin, Java, RIP.
Oh,
Java.
okay.
But
Yeah.
remember that artwork on the
Yeah,
wall
yeah.
there? I feel like it might be the same artist, very
Okay.
similar to that if I'm off base. Um, so I have my very own dripping spring shoes. Don't be jealous.
I'm a little jealous. I don't think I could pull those off. I won't try. That's okay. That's
So
okay.
you
That's
keep
all
your
you.
shirts. I'm gonna have my shoes.
There you go. I mean,
So I'm pretty excited about those this week. Now I
yeah,
want to
that's
get
pretty
a
sweet.
couple of the throw pillows. Maybe after the holidays, once I get my Christmas pillows
Yeah.
out, sneak them in while no one's looking. I'm
Yeah,
kidding. My
that'll be
husband would pack them up and say, wait until after Thanksgiving. That's what he would
yeah. That's okay. I just want to hear the I want to hear that discussion.
do. No,
I won't say it. I won't say argument. I just want to hear the discussion.
heavily heated. Um, but yeah, to back up, we did have a costume contest that we went to. We went out to 12 Fox
Hmm.
and we went to the adults only costume contest. I did not make the final heat. John did with his
Nice.
Ghostbuster get up. It was really good.
Did he make that himself? Like the goggles and all?
So he refurbished, I guess would be a way to say that. So he took a generic set and then he painted and added like some
Gotcha.
electronics to it. So the lights look just like the movies. It was like next level nerd stuff. My husband's also an artist, like for a
Yes.
living. So it was a really fun, like creative outlet for him to
That's cool.
do that didn't depend on someone else's deadline. Like it was just a fun project for him to do.
Very cool.
So I think from here on, though, we have to be like a Ghostbusters couple costume because he only
Just
got,
so he can reuse it.
yeah, for like
Yeah.
a little bit.
I think obviously. See here, since y'all both or since John loves Thanksgiving, I think y'all should wear those same costumes for Thanksgiving.
To your house.
Sure. And then also Christmas morning, y'all should put them on when you go to the Christmas tree.
Uh,
That way you can get 3 uses out of them.
he can wear his whenever he wants. I mean, it starts with that khaki jumper. So,
Yeah.
mow the yard in it, change the oil, cut cedar. I'm just seeing a lot of really good uses here.
Well, I guess so. I guess so.
My Dana costume, though, is packed away. So
Oh, already?
until next year.
Uh,
Well, yeah, because Halloween's over. So I've taken all
I
my
get
Halloween
it.
decor down. And
So you can add to that set next year. You just can't necessarily do it at 12 Fox for the adult. I think your son would make a great Rick Moranis
I've been talking about
because he's shorter than y'all, right?
yes.
So I think it'd be awesome. Like do his hair all.
Well, before he's like gozerfied or whatever, and he's having his party and Dana's coming down the hall and he like opens the door. Oh, Dana, it's you. I didn't know you were there. I'm like, gosh, that cracks me up
Yeah,
every single time. So I've talked about being Rick Moranis. I don't know. I think we're gonna need a Slimer personally.
probably gonna need a Slimer.
Definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
either that or Stay Puff, like I talked about.
Yes,
You can have
yes.
a little mini Stay Puff.
I did explore some Stay Puff as well. So this is an evolving theme.
It is.
So
It's all right. We're
stay
here for you. We'll keep. Not if y'all have got ideas for her, let her know.
so yeah, he made the final wave in the costume contest. He was up there with like a devil guy, Ursula from The Little Mermaid. That was
Okay.
like really, really good.
Is
And
Ursula the mean one, the bad one?
the
Okay.
octopus witch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Freddy Krueger.
Oh, I saw the Freddy Krueger. He was legit.
I I guess so. I'm a little bitter that Freddy beat the Ghostbuster, but
I
I have
mean,
in the
I'm
fight.
just saying that I don't know. Like, was it a mask or did they put like actual fake skin and stuff and make that?
No, it was a mask, but
Oh, well then,
really
okay.
well done mask. In fact, my
Okay.
husband was like, "Man, I went as Freddie in fifth grade, and his mask is way better than mine was
Yeah.
then."
I did something similar and had to make my knives out of tinfoil. It wasn't great. It was okay, but it wasn't great.
You guys did not dress up. Y'all were out of town, right?
Yeah, we were out of town. We typically don't. I dressed up into high school, and then I haven't dressed up in a long time.
Okay.
So we're not giant Halloween people. I think, like I said last week, we would sit on our driveway and just give out candy and beer to the adults and wine. So yeah, we're not giant um, Halloween people, but it's fun. But yeah, we were out of town. My nephew got married in.
Congratulations.
It was pretty cool. He got married in College Station. It was supposed to be in Belize, and it just didn't work out this year. So they got married at Messina Hoff Winery,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really nice. It was cool. They actually, the ceremony was in the rack room with all the wine barrels and stuff. It
Oh,
was
how
pretty cool.
beautiful.
Yeah, definitely something unique, but also definitely not Belize. But he and Carrie were. I think Carrie was just relieved because they were supposed to be married 100 and let me think what was on the sign 143 days ago was when they
Mhm.
were supposed to get married in Belize, and then they rescheduled it a second time, and then it just wasn't going to work out in Belize, so they rescheduled it for here. But
Well,
they're married now.
congratulations and best wishes to them.
I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
They're a good couple. So good compliments. Good compliments. Oh, so you want to actually talk about some real stuff today?
Yeah, I mean, I have been. I got Dripping Spring shoes.
That's
Get more.
Yeah. We probably should just cut it off after that. I mean, you can't top Dripping Spring shoes. I don't. I can't top them, but I'm going to.
And you can try.
I've got something on order. I've got a T-shirt on order. That's going to be close.
I probably
I
won't be
can't.
getting
I
more
can't give it
Dripping
away yet.
Spring shoes.
It
I
it is a
can't pair.
it's a local e-commerce company that yeah, we'll just you'll know when it comes in because it's pretty awesome.
Okay. I look forward to it.
Oh,
So also last week, and you and I have both partnered with this company,
mhm.
Frios.
Frios popsicles,
Yes,
gourmet pops. Sorry,
totally gourmet pops. Chris has partnered with them. I've partnered with them as a little thank you to teachers.
sorry, got mosquitoes.
I selected Dripping Springs Elementary for my thank you campus, and I believe you went to was it high
High
school?
school. Hmm.
The high school. Um, Last week it was not 100 degrees out, so I was a little nervous that the staff wouldn't be as excited. But those popsicles are so dadgum good.
They are.
I heard as soon as the word got around, there was like a line for them, and they were a really big hit. So I really appreciate Becky over at Frios.
I was about to
Excited.
say, let's make sure everybody knows it's Becky Criswell.
Yes, yes, yes.
And for some reason, I cannot think of her husband's name right now.
No,
Crud.
I've never met him. I've only met Becky.
I haven't met him yet. I'll find it. I'll find it.
All right.
Anyway, haven't met him yet, but evidently he is a big supporter of our show. Becky said he watches it all the time.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. We can see like how many people have watched it, but I never know who are these people.
right. And I hear like around town, people are like, "Oh man, I watch your show, and you and Ashley do an awesome job." But it sometimes it helps to actually see Travis. Travis is her husband's name. I couldn't remember. Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, actually, because she was just laughing. She's like, yeah, he watches it all the time. He never misses it. I think he might be the only person that actually tries to watch it while y'all are doing it. And anyway, so Travis, if you're watching, man, thanks.
Yes, thank you, and thank you for us for the partnership to thank.
Yes,
Thank you. On a balmy 63-degree day, those popsicles were still a hit. And this year, I just can't even imagine the stress that your wife is going through daily.
uh,
All of our educators going through daily with online, virtual, in person. I don't know how the plexiglass works in the world of education, keeping kids distance at lunchtime, and never mind their own individual like learning and emotional needs, right?
Yeah.
Like it's too much. So honestly, if I could have served jello shots in that school, I would have.
They probably would have went over pretty well also.
Yeah, I think there's rules against it, but
Yeah, maybe.
if they would have
Maybe.
let me in with those bad boys, I would have. Because I just think they deserve everything we can give them and more. But
Yeah.
with how things have changed, like even from like a staff appreciation side, we can't say thank you like we normally
No.
would. Like it's just nothing is enough to kind of convey the gratitude I know I have and many other parents have
Well,
for
and it's
educators.
it was kind of put in perspective. A friend of ours that teaches at Bowie with Erica. I used to teach with her there as well, and she made a post on Facebook. I thought it was this morning, where she said it's basically her fourth day back to school this year, because you had, it was supposed to be the first day and it got delayed, and then the next first day was kind of just the teachers, and then it was all online, and then the teachers went back but the students didn't have to, so that was another day to prepare, and then today was the day where they kind of all started going back together and changing classes. So I mean, when you've got to prepare for a first day four times, I mean, yeah, that's stressful.
I can't
And
even.
not knowing, yeah, anyway, so again, yeah, like you said, very, very thankful to our teachers and everything that they're doing. So there you go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I took a 20-minute power nap today. I mean, that tells you how good I freaking have it. Um,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't have owned it if you weren't outing me for it.
Yeah, I know.
But now
Sorry.
you own it.
Yeah, I gotta. Like I said, it was just your tone early was very smooth.
Oh, I hope it still is.
Well, that was.
I mean, I have a face for radio. Let's be real here. It's a face for radio.
It makes two of us. It's okay. Face for radio and a voice for hardbacks. That's. I think I'll stick with that. I think that's kind of my mantra.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, we're getting close to the end of our time. I think
Oh no.
that you wanted to have a conversation, a really relevant conversation
Yeah,
about sharing with the community. How can you help small business from the comfort of your own home on the internet?
that's it. And if you guys are friends with me on Facebook or pay attention to anything that I do, and Ashley as well, obviously you probably see a ton of content that just seems like it's always in your face. And
Mhm.
the reason behind that is because everybody hears about Facebook's algorithm, and it's the algorithm does this, the algorithm does that, and since we're always talking about the local businesses and everything, not everybody's comfortable in going out and actually shopping, or going out to have a drink at a brewery or anything like that, because the breweries are pretty packed on weekends and not everybody's cool with that. um,
And
but
that's
if
okay.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely okay.
And I guess while we're on that topic,
Thanks, Martin.
we're certainly not encouraging people to do that.
No.
I mean, we are, but we aren't. Like,
Well, not to get out of your comfort level.
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, what we're going through is a real thing. Like it's a real thing.
yes,
Don't it's neither one of us thinks it's a hoax or anything like that. But certain people have certain levels of comfort, and that's different for each individual and individual families.
and at the end
Um,
of the day, I think collectively, we all want to just see these small businesses thrive and
right.
not die off. I mean, we've watched kind of the slaughter happen from the outside looking in, and it's been heartbreaking.
That's right. I mean, you mentioned a while ago another one that just went down,
Awesome Java.
Austin Java.
Yep.
Uh, so here's the thing, and I'll probably go back and edit this and pull this piece out specifically and run some ad work behind it. But guys, everybody now has. If you're watching this, if you're going to watch this at any point, I know you're watching it on your phone more than likely, and you've got that thing on you at all times. This is how you help out your local businesses. Okay, when you see a post, don't just give it a thumbs up, because a thumbs up is like the worst emoji that you can do in Facebook's eyes. Find a way to use the heart or the care, the mad face. emoji is actually the most powerful one in all of the emojis for Facebook's algorithm. So if you can find a way to use the mad face, do it with your, I don't know how you would do that with your local, favorite local businesses, but
And
try to find a way to
like
use it.
mad face comment, just kidding about the face.
Exactly. And
You
so then
know,
that's right. And that brings us to
like
the
a
next one.
campaign. Like, I'm not really mad.
Not mad. Not mad. I'm mad that I'm not sitting at, Acapon drinking beer. So there you go. There's a good one. Uh,
I don't think they're open on Mondays,
well, I can still be
but
mad
I'm
about
real
it.
mad about it.
But anyway, going on, everybody knows you used to see it a lot on Facebook where they would say like, comment, share, right?
Yes. Hmm.
But what businesses have found out is you can't do that anymore because Facebook actually punishes you if you tell people to like, comment, or share. The algorithm will go through and they'll strip that out so the businesses can't do it anymore or they get punished. And the reason that all of this is important is, okay, Ashley, if I post something and you comment on it or you share it, then what ends up happening is Facebook says, oh, look, this is actually relevant. And then not only is it going to get shown to more of my followers, but it's also going to get shown to some of your followers. And then if any of them comment on it, then it's also going to get shared to some of their friends. And so it's almost like this little mushroom cloud effect. And that's what people don't realize is, let's say that your favorite place to eat, what's a place to eat in town? Your favorite place is Homespun. Okay. And if they post something on Facebook, if you share it, it gets sent to some of your friends. They like it or comment on it, gets posted to some of theirs. And so they don't even have to have any ad spend, but Facebook will make it get out to more and more people. But if all you do is click a thumb or keep scrolling, Facebook actually restricts that post. So if you see a post that you like but you don't do anything with it, Facebook will restrict other people from seeing it because they don't think that it's interesting enough to show other people. So even if you're not out spending money with your favorite businesses, again, restaurant, whatever, it doesn't matter. Share their posts. If it's something that you're like, hey, that's cool. I like the fact that they're doing that. Frios Pops, they brought popsicles again, to Dripping Springs Elementary or whatever. Share that post. Share it. If you're a PTA member, share it because then it could possibly show up on the PTSA web or PTSA page, things like that. Don't just scroll by a post, especially when it's some of your favorite businesses, because you can help them get in front of people that had no idea they were there. And as much as you and I are doing this and it feels like, hey, everybody's like, oh, Chris and Ashley, everybody knows them in Dripping Springs, there's really only a small group of people that have actually seen this show.
Hmm.
But if people are commenting on it and sharing it and exposing it to more and more people, anytime we do it, then Facebook is going to say, oh, this is great information. Because Facebook's in the business of generating views. And if something generates views, Facebook's going to reward it because they make more money off of it. That's the whole thing behind going viral. If you have a video that that has 8 million views or whatever, well, Facebook's going to end up pushing it harder and harder and harder just so they can make more money as you're scrolling through and you're having to look at ads to look at a viral video. So
I think it's interesting that the word viral is a positive thing on the internet. You want to go viral.
in
Um,
2020.
yeah, we're very much in a pandemic. We want to stop the spreads. We'll slow the spread is the slogan.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like local business in the area you live in, I don't want to stop that spread. Like,
That's right.
spread it. Let's go.
And I mean, think about it though. So for this video, you talked about Cimi Shine, the shoes you bought. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So if somebody shares this video, they could have a friend out in California that wants to move to Dripping Springs, but they would have never seen this. But if they share it, their friend might see it. They're going to go through and watch it because they want to move to Dripping Springs, and then they're going to be like, "Oh my God, I've got to have the Dripping Springs shoes." So just randomly one person sharing it could end up, making money for Cimi Shine, and that's the whole idea. Don't just scroll past and I don't care if it's mine, guys. I've said that 1,000 times. You don't have to share my content. Share Ashley's or all the other small businesses in town. That's one way that you can help these people getting them exposure without actually spending money. Because that's the other thing. Not only do people not necessarily want to get out right now, but there's a lot of people that their jobs, their hours are cut and their pay's been cut and everything else. and they just don't have the money to head out to, a brewery or head out to, they can't go eat. They have to cook at home a lot more. Well, if you want to make sure that those businesses are still around, you can still help them. You don't have to spend money there. Just share their content.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Emote on their content. See, that's a
Ew.
weird word. Every time I say that, it's weird, but that's the correct term.
Yes.
Emote.
The kids say you're vibin', by the way.
Vibin?
Vibin, Vibin.
I don't know what that is.
It's
I mean,
like instead of saying like I like your style, it's I like your vibe. And like, and if you start like vibing with somebody, I'm doing like a little motion because it's you're on the same plane, you're on the same wavelength.
okay.
I
All right.
hope that I have found a woman watching this show today that needs a new hair girl here in Dripping Springs.
That's right.
I love mine.
That's right.
There's just a lot to pick apart here. And, at the end of the day, we are on episode 15. We do this to promote local business.
That's right.
And we hope that everybody tuning in is doing the same. Can you imagine if our community was as enthusiastic as we are? And I know they're out there.
Oh, yeah.
But like, what if it exponentially multiplied like a positive pandemic?
That's right.
I don't know what
That
a
could be
pandemic is called, like locally. That's called something else.
That's not called a pandemic because
Mhm.
pan means global.
Yes. So whatever it is, like locally, like I
Local
went
demic?
local. That's not a word.
We can make it up. Nobody cares. We're 30 minutes in at this point. Nobody cares.
Or any scientists with us. We need a scientist.
I, me? Well, anyway, not really a scientist. What would it be called? It would be called an outbreak.
That's what it is. It's an outbreak, like
There you
that
go.
movie with the monkey.
Yeah, exactly. So we need local business social media outbreak.
Hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Pick your favorite company and go to work for them. Share their
That's
stuff on Instagram and Twitter, and I don't know if anybody does TikTok, but somebody does. You do TikTok, don't you?
that's where I learned about vibin.
I'm so old.
Oh
All
goodness.
right, let's wrap this sucker up. Guys, again, thank you for episode 15. That's a long time. That's
Yeah,
almost well, it's 3.5 months. That's
yeah,
crazy.
we're getting
So
close. Tomorrow is a big day in our country. If
it
you
is.
haven't voted yet, please do so. Believe Roger Hanks Parkway, the government center over there is open. I want to say Ranch Park is also a polling
Yep.
place still. I don't think they were just for early voting. I think
I
you
don't
can.
think so. I think they're both available.
So locally, you guys can pop into there if you haven't already. I don't care who you vote for. I just care that you do it. It's real
I don't care.
important.
And you know what? I won't even be mad at you if you don't vote because that's your right as well. I would like for you to vote, but
Ugh,
you get to do what you want.
I'll be mad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll be mad. I just want to hear our nation's voice come out
Yeah,
full
that's
force.
that's a good thing.
Full force. I think we have what 50, 60% of the population that is eligible
Yeah,
to actually vote.
and
Um,
only about 50 or 60% of those actually vote normally. I think that's right. Something like that. It's something really bad.
yeah, yeah. And as a woman, we had a fight for a really, really long time
Hmm.
to just be able to vote because of our gender.
That's right.
So I feel like women, we owe it to other women to get out there and have our voices heard. And dadgummit, maybe on the national scale, it doesn't make a huge impact. But I'll tell you what, as the daughter of a local politician, it sure as hell makes a
Hmm.
difference on the local level.
Yes,
I
it
have
does.
seen elections swayed by 50, 60 votes. Like, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
locally, it's a big deal.
It's too important. So you don't have to be mad, but I'll be mad for you
That's
because
fine.
it's important. That's my soapbox.
I no, that's good. That's a great soapbox. I will say also that I don't care if you vote for Biden or Trump or Joe Jorgensen or you write in Mickey Mouse. I really don't give a damn. Call me afterwards. We'll still go have a beer. I don't care.
Oh, totally.
We need more people like you.
Totally. I just want you to show up and put your voice out there. That's
That's
all.
right. There you go. All right. So that is it, guys. Again, we do this every Monday. Hopefully, hopefully you're enjoying it. If you've got anything that you want us to cover specifically, let us know. I'll get our phone numbers up again if I can find them again. Oh, there they are. I am Chris Pesek, Dripping Springs Home Team 512-736-1703, and Ashley Tullis with the Bond team at Keller Williams. You want to say you say your phone number?
Sure. With my Delilah voice,
That's right.
512-716-9193.
What? I'm sorry. I'm going to get off on a tangent here. We were watching a movie. Oh, it was so bad. Hubie Halloween.
It's a new favorite in our house. My
Oh
son
my God, it's
loved
so
it.
bad. But when you said the Delilah voice, it got me cracking up about Shaq. If you haven't watched Hubie Halloween, I mean, don't say that I didn't warn you, but go watch it. It's so funny.
It's silly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
silly. It's a good like space out in the afternoon kind of movie. But yeah, my 9-year-old thought it was hilarious. There is some
I
adult
imagine.
content in there, so
Yeah.
parents of younger ones, be forewarned. I should have paid closer attention.
Mom of the year.
Yep, always. You get another mom card tomorrow. Don't worry. Every day you get a new one.
That's awesome. All right, Dripping Springs. We'll see you guys around town.
Toodaloo.